So let's talk about how you hardly see when political parties reject our request to comment. You hardly see how we beg them and we sit with them sometimes when we get the chance to explain to them that you coming on the podcast, it allows us to do our job. Because if you do not come, or if you do not give us your weight, if you do not give us your reply, we end up speaking the information that we already have. So if a guest wants to come from MK or from EFF and sit here and speak about other political parties, there are a few things that I could do. If I challenge the person, you are going to blame me that I'm interrupting the person. And not everyone that I interview, I disagree with. Because if I disagree with the person, we might lose the whole interview because I'm challenging him on every point that this person articulates. So I do not necessarily want to take my guest toe to toe. It's a separate matter. I try sometimes when something is grossly exaggerated, but sometimes I just let it go because it's not my duty. That person is not debating me or advancing their cause through me or on me, but through me. They are just using the channel to speak. And everyone who speaks here is protected to speak. But here's the thing. You guys want me to stop talking to people who speak ill of EFF, because you accuse me that I do not want to speak. I only have the bad interest. I can't name you EFF members that I discussed this with many times. I discussed with them that, guys, your leadership is the one that stops you from speaking to the media to change this narrative. So they are stonewalling everything to make us look bad, and it's unfortunate. So I'm in the Tshwane region. I speak to the secretary of EFF here many times. I struggle to get the interviews. Even if I get her, even if she's on the ground to say, Amashan will do it this day and this day. I remember when I was on the ground last time, I was telling them that, guys, Bhutan is going to speak about you, and you've got a right to reply. As always, you've got my numbers. Let us speak. You make us look as if we are deliberately having a plot against a certain political party. The MK guys would, of course, accuse me of such. Whenever there's a guest who speak ill of MK, they will do the same. ANC members as well, they also do that. And I challenge them that if you've got good stories to tell, bring it on. Let's tell this story. Let me give another example. The MK party had a brilliant run in city, in TUT. They've gathered seats there, and they, Tshwane is a very difficult terrain for MK party. And they did very well. The student command, they had lots of seats. And I wanted to celebrate with them. And I spoke to various youth leaders by MK to say they must come. They kept saying yes, they will come. I spoke to the national spokesperson. Say, give me a reliable number of MK youth that I can come and sit with them. Say, explain this good story of MK. Guess what? We made an appointment. They knew everything. They said everything is covered. They will come. They didn't come. I'm just giving you an example of, and you guys will be sitting and say, oh, Mashane wants to cover only bad stories. It's not. You shield your parties because it's easy to insult us and to make bad of us. It's easy for you guys to say, yeah, black media, white monopoly media, but we are here. We need your support. But if a political party does not want to change a narrative, they want to stonewall and not give interviews, not authorize anyone to take interviews, we understand. But the will needs to go on. We need to listen to other perspectives as well. We need to listen to other comrades who speak. And it doesn't necessarily mean whenever they speak, they will speak good of you. If you do not, and here's another example. You know, I always contact the chairperson of Tshwane EFF to speak to him. he would blue tick you. He doesn't want to speak. I even jumped him and I spoke to Dunga, the provincial chairperson of EFF in Gauteng. Well, he made commitment that he will come, and then I gave him options. Do you want me to come, or you want to come? How do we do it? Just check your diary. When are you going to come? Even today, he hasn't come. And I said, if you can't make it, it's fine, but give me someone who can. No one wants to speak. So if these people are coming here to butcher the EFF, how am I at fault? Because you guys do not want to protect. You guys protect your organizations, but you do not. You are not fair in your criticisms. That's basically what I'm saying. You're not fair in your criticisms. You are not fair. And by the way, I still insist that the EFF is the best political party in South Africa with all its flaws. And I've said in the podcast that the EFF not getting good, good results at the polls does not mean they are not good. They are good. You might be good, but not favored. But they are. They run one of the best media team in South African politics. They are. So some of the things that they do is deliberate. You understand? It's deliberate. By the way, at the Right Act in Orlando, Julius Malema did insist to them, to the comrades. And when I was speaking to the secretary, the regional secretary of EFF, I did remind her that you were in the front row in Orlando and you were clapping when Julius spoke. And one of the things that he spoke of, and I watched you clapping, was Julius said you must go down and occupy your local media. Go and work with your media. Go and the podcasters, he made lists. But people still do not want to talk to us. Are they afraid? Do they do not want? It's one of those things. Just ask yourself, how fair are you that you insult us when someone speaks ill of you? I mean, there's nothing I can do. If someone says, if Mpomorodan says he left EFF because things were not right there because of Julius is a dictator, how am I at fault? Because I'm a messenger. How am I at fault? Why would you want to blame the messenger? Why would you want to blame a podcaster for that? Are you guys suggesting that? I'm talking about comrades who are swearing at us. Are you guys suggesting that we must? What is it? We must stop talking to people. We must form our own opinion. And I spoke previously about an organization called the PCC, where I tried as much as I could to speak to their leadership, and I just kept getting Stonewall. But people inside MK, they're speaking ill of PCC. They say PCC are planted agents to come and disrupt PCC. So I want to hear from them, but I can't hear from them. You understand? But anyway, Machine Political Inquiry, just tell me, what is it that you think we must do? Because there is no way that I will stop someone who has a different opinion than you from speaking. So let's leave it there. Machine Political Inquiry, sharp.